Of course, if you don't know us, I'm Biggie, Shock CO and HC. This is Term, Navy Advisor and Admiral, and of course AC. So we're gonna start first with things first. From the people leaving, we're just gonna say straight up, we will miss them. Of course, a lot of things happen that a lot of just us not seeing with each other, and that's a lot of miscommunication on both ends, mostly on a good amount on HC and a good amount on them. But it's no one's really. It's just failure on both parts, and that's why we do apologize to them. So if any of you do know them, don't think we hate them. Tell them we do love them. We would want to play other games with them. Just that in Gmod for now, this was what what we needed to do. So sadly, that's why everything happened how it is. As for those who have left, it's pretty much almost all you guys' officer corps. Rex has left. Gumback just left recently. Yuzu left yesterday, I believe. And then one Foley left, but we don't count him because he was really nothing to the battalion, sadly, as he didn't actually help y'all. But those the officers left were all great people. They were all cool. So if you do know them, say that we do not hate them or anything. Say that I would like to play other games with them. Just that for the time of Gmod, that's how it is. Moving on from that, we as HC have noticed this, so this is where we come in. All of the I brought it up to HC, and of course, we were already bringing it up due to how we were going to handle handling Rex. So I told them to keep an eye. Of course, this is happening, so now we are involving ourselves. We have to kind of, just because there's only one officer, and that's hard case, and of course, putting all the work on this one person would be too much, I feel like. So we're gonna help out as much as we can. So from here on out, you guys are gonna be having the help of HC. What does that mean? Most of us will be able to help you in certain ways. That's from us picking. We're gonna do the following items that we can try to get you guys up on your feet and going. Helping with dock work, which luckily some of you guys already volunteered to do some dock work, so that's good. Helping with promotions, as of course, since only a few of you guys can promote, we're gonna try to maybe help around there if we can. Finding you guys a CO and XO. For that one, this is how that one's going to work. I'm going to ask you now if you are interested in or want to throw a name in there for the candidacy. You're going to DM me. And you're going to say who you want as COs or XOs or any. You can put as many names as you want because we're going to have to pick between the CO and XO. We're going to take their names, work together on which ones seem the most valid for the position, and then we're going to communicate with them first. They're not going to be right away instated because we want to make sure they're okay with it. They seem if they're willing to do it, and they're okay. But after this meeting, once we're done, or if you want to do it now, start DMing me who you want to see as a possible CO, and then, of course, if you have other names for COs, throw as many as you want. I would like a limit of maybe 3 to 4 picks from y'all. But we're going to be working on that as the main priority, trying to get your guys' a CO and XO. That one will take a little bit longer as we want to make sure we get you guys the right person, the right fit, and all that stuff. Everything that meets y'all's criteria because it is your bat, but also meets our criteria because we want to make sure we get a nice leader that can make sure he's active, helping out in some form, either on Discord or on the server. Again, we're not asking for 24/7 activity on the actual server. We're asking for at least some activity on the Discord too, talk every now and then, like just to say hey guys and all that. Other than that, from there, we already started with one of the docs. If you all see in file first info, we have a new roster. The previous roster I thought was owned by Chief. I accidentally messed up and it was owned by Gumbic. He did. I tried to tell him I could add the other one back, but sadly he already left. So it seemed like didn't see much of a problem. So that is the new roster. It is based on the Shock roster. Oh no, I opened them last night, and if need be, I can ask one. Yeah, I think you guys have it too. Keep them just in case if we want to make because I might have to remake the NCL one, or we can make a new one. Again, this is something that since I think the roster was this one that we wanted to do, just so you guys have a basis of what a better roster. As you look right now, this is based on the Shock one. This is what we use for it, and I think this is a better. I feel like for us at least. In Shock, we like it better just because it's more clean. You have all the drop downs for anybody who can access it once we get the perms working. We have all your sub battalions. We have all your trooper, RC, ARC. We of course have your status stuff. We have your ranks. Of course, I would use rank normally to switch it, but we have all of that. And of course, you guys can add more tabs once we pass it on to you, whoever wants to work on it, which will probably be NCOs plus. Specific, probably we might do SNCO plus. Again, still to be determined. But there's your new roster. We will do a. I will ping all of File First to do an activity check. I will be like, please put in I don't know. I'll make another channel called File First roster update, and you're gonna put your name, what your current rank is, last promotion if you can remember it, and then we're gonna update this so that you guys can have the most up to date thing on here. Because as Charles brought up to me earlier, the doc didn't have him as RC. Which, again, that's a kind of a big thing since we need to know who the RC slot is and all that. But other than that, that's the first doc done. That one will, of course, be a work in progress throughout the way as we pass it on to y'all, and then you guys slowly add your own touches. Next one we'll have to work on is the MCO one. That one, we will probably let you guys do it a little bit. You guys, we trust a good amount. We'll be there to... So how we'll do that one is we'll let you guys brainstorm amongst your NCOs. See what would be a good doc to be able to, you can straight up use the old doc if you want, or change it up a little bit, and then pass it on to us, and then we as HE will just, proofread, make sure everything's good, nothing bad, nothing like, ooh, I don't like that, or ooh, that's good, that's really good, let's keep that, stuff like that, and then once it's ready, we'll post it in here again too. And then from there, that's the main stuff. Again, these are the priority for how the whole thing is. So far is getting you guys leadership and reworking any doc work or paperwork. After that, the next thing HE will try to help you guys follow on is, at least for me, the others can involve themselves if they want, is just playing with y'all as players. Of course, many people hesitate to play on the server because they don't really have many of their own guys on. So while I am still the Shock CO, I have a Jedi character. What I will be doing now, if I can, I'll be trying to play as a 501st Jedi and joining you guys in the comms. We'll interengage with each other, get people talking, having fun, and all that. Because the first step to get activity is just to show that you have people want to play the server. And I can tell right now from this call, there's a good amount of 501st in here who actually care enough to play the server. Of course, there are probably more LOAs and all that in real life. Again, I don't blame them. But if they saw a call like this almost every day, because this is how Shock's calls look like sometimes, I think they would easily get on to play more too. So we'll get that working too. That will be, again, whatever HG want to join you guys in and just play as in 501st, whatever Jedi, 501st Trooper, we'll do it. One thing we will do, we will not step on y'all's toes. We are not gonna, if you guys say you don't like something as a 501st as a whole, no, not happening. We are going to do whatever is best for y'all and what y'all think you want. Why? Simple. It's your battalion. A lot of you guys have either been here for a while or you guys liked what the community came from the 501st. So it's best to have it like that. No more all that. We're going to be talking more with the leadership. Something as HC should be doing more. We're just talking more with more of the officer plus corps of each battalion. So we'll keep that in mind. So other than that, let me think. If you have a PTS or if you want to ask a question, go to general or 501st general and type in a PTS real quick, just because, not to be rude, I don't want to hear everybody say PTS at the same time. But if you type it out, that'll be easier for me. Alrighty, first one is Kareem. I believe that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I messed up.
So to be able to work on the doc and to update it, that is something NCOs and above have to do, or is it SNCOs?
For now, let me see. You guys, most of your NCOs, I would say most of you guys NCOs, just in general, are very trustworthy. It's not me being rude. It's just like I want to make sure we got all the last thing I want is Foley to have access to it. But if you guys trust each other enough and you all do it, I'm okay with y'all doing all this NCOs if you want to do it like that.
Cool beans.
Ready? Next up is Fox.
Yes.
Wait, you guys never able to recruit as NCO?
I'm the only NCO
Rex had it, so
do
Mess Sergeant Plus were the only ones that could actually
We're taking that out. Fuck that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Archangel helped me disassemble that. I'm the only NCO that can recruit.
We're gonna
So Biggie here, I'll take this one over a
Mhm.
little bit. So what we need to do in this situation is we need to have Riddick give leadership perms to one of you, so you guys can.
I'm
I'm
trying to get Rick to send a lock over there temporarily with the lead role so he can adjust everyone, and then once they have a CO, he can dip out.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
But you know that's a Riddick actually transferring people.
Dude, that is news to me, though. Master Sergeant's own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
So
saying
he had
that
like
everyone
4
else
people that
do
could do it,
You can check the
and like half of them were
conversation in
inactive.
Yeah,
you can check the
what I
conversation in
asked him
NCO
in
chat
first.
because we were talking about that, and it was like I think Roger was like, "Hey, can I get the leadership role so I can recruit people?" And then Rex just straight up told him, "Well, no, only senior NCOs can do it." Which the only
Yeah.
one in the regiment
Nah.
at the time that was active was me.
Again, we are not. Yeah, no. This is not that rule is something even other leaders agreed was beyond idiotic. It's limiting more interaction, more recruitment, and more logs for your lower ranks. No, it's not. We're taking it out. It's going to be like every other bat where if you're an NCO plus, guess what? You can do it because you earned or you're earning your stripes. You're doing the logs. You're doing all the stuff that pretty much is a work, and that's what we don't want you to feel like a work. But again, we're going to take it out. So now once Locke or whoever gets the leadership role to add stuff, they're going to give you guys, if you're an NCO plus, we'll give you guys the role. And then from there, you guys are going to be able to do a tryout, recruit them in, bing, bada, boom. Yes, before. Yeah. Again, it's going to be before pretty much whatever Rex did to make it to where it was in Master Sergeant. Alrighty. Okay. Next up we have is Peanut. Oh, they don't have a lead in Assassins?
Used to be Ricky.
So I already talked to
Oh.
Locke about this. Locke was saying that it'd have to be the CO. So the only way we can fix that is if we get a CO.
Okay.
Well, that's what Locke was telling me yesterday because I brought it up to him while in a VC, and that's
I think
basically
I
it.
would say for that one for now we have to let whoever your guys' eventual CO be it, because you got to remember that's them picking a lead for it will be whoever was going to actually fully lead. So for that, for now, how many assassins are there, Peanut? If I can ask.
2, I believe.
2.
3. There's
okay.
Who's the third?
Tizona, Peanut, and Ringer. I don't know who the fuck Ringer is.
Ringer
Yeah, I don't know
doesn't
who that
count, I
is.
think.
Okay.
Oh, Hangman? Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm an
Well,
assassin.
well then for now, will we
We
how
could
many
just
slots are
let
in
you guys decide.
Yeah, I would say we can just let
Your NCOs, you guys can go into NCO chat with and just decide, hey, who do we put at least as
For-
like
for
a
a temp,
temporary
yeah.
in charge?
we'll do that.
For when you need someone recruited, you can just ask an admin, or we can hand it out the NCO officer or the file first officer role that lets you grant search to whoever you decide the lead is and whatnot. But we'll figure it out. For now,
That
you
one,
guys
yeah.
can just group mind it.
Yeah, since we have to wait, the main thing, of course, waiting for the CO. Template will be assigned. The NCOs, I will hopefully like you guys to put your voice in on who you think would be a good one. Your choices are the ones that Kareem posted. Of course, before you try to assign them, try to talk to them or let one of us know so we can talk to them so that we can help them out so they don't feel thrown into the position. No, that's the end. I'm sorry. What was?
General. Hangman, Tizona, Peanut. There's
Yeah,
those three are the
those are
current
your three.
in
those-
there.
From there, to pick, put them in NCO chat and just talk amongst each other who you think is the best and all. Yeah, no, Ricky Bobby left, and that sucks. He was he left on good terms. Out of all, got a good amount of them. He actually left the server, so. But we do apologize for that one. He just we didn't even know too. I think he kind of just left on his own, but we'll miss him.
Yeah.
But
it was very abrupt when he left 501st. we barely even knew. We were like, wait, why did he? Okay, so we don't have an XO or a CO anymore. Fuck.
Again,
Ricky already left for 41st.
Well, yeah, but he didn't notify anyone about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, we apologize on our behalf, but we will. This is where we're stepping in now. So, as of now, assassins. For now, we'll just do your normal stuff. Eventually, we'll get your lead. Once we get your temp lead in, we'll start. Whoever your temp lead is and your NCOs are going to try to help you out to get it to whoever the lead wants it to be their image of. You know, if they want it to be like whatever its original design was or some other new design. Otherwise, anything else on that, Peanut? Nope. Alrighty. And of course, if any of you guys have more questions after this, don't be afraid to DM me. I can easily pass it on to I'll pass it on to the HC and we'll talk amongst ourselves to see what was the best answer or response. Next up is Gret Team 15. Sorry if I said your name wrong.
You're fine. I'm sorry, but I'm just a little confused on like just what's happened. I'm just trying to confirm like if I heard correctly because I'm very confused. Like we're like 501st is trying to help the server.
Not well. Again, the way it's where that would be said, it would be 501st is not trying to help the server. We're trying to help because you gotta remember 501st in most servers are poster boys, and seeing 501st being one of your lower numbered things, some people might see different. Especially seeing now how it is where you log on and all you see is Shock, Navy, and 212 almost and 41st. All these got like crazy numbers, and then 501st usually being the lowest. That's how we're gonna help the server, and or how 501st can help the server by just if we can get you guys back up and running, it will show that each battalion has like, oh dang, these guys have like 5+ every day. They got people playing and all that. Maybe I should join them and all that.
So we're just trying to get 501st like more active.
We're just trying to get 501st active. Get a lot of you guys on your feet just because of lack of a lot of leadership left. So we need to get new leadership in your place. And just give stuff to 501st to make them feel more, to make them have fun again. The main goal of all this is just to make you guys have fun and not like leave the server. Because again, leaving the server, this doesn't really hurt us. It hurts us as a community because some of us a lot of us are like becomes friends here. I've a lot of friends here and already in this call just from the 501st, and I hope that and maybe they don't see me as a friend, but I see them as a friend. But the whole thing is to make sure you guys have a community and you guys have like fun in the whole time.
All right, thank you. That's all from me.
Alrighty. Next up is malfunction.
So I wanted to ask two things with the NCO stuff in other battalions because you know more about the other ones than I do. Are they more involved than kind of just what we have currently? And then also with that, with like the training of NCOs, because we have a couple people who personally I think would be better as an NCO, giving more responsibilities and being like, oh yeah, I can do more things. Do you guys do like a mentor thing with them? Because ours is kind of whack.
So I would say so for many bats for at least the ones at least for Shock I know for sure, and I believe 212. No, actually only Shock. Shock does a mentor one where we have each of my officers. So if you know my officers, Road, Koala, Gremlin, and Unlucky, they each have a subcategory of NCOs they are in charge of. Each of them usually having 5 to 4. Oh, and Chris, if you ever see it. But each of them have a thing, and those they watch over them, make sure they're doing good, and they usually have to communicate with them to make sure they're up to date, everything's going good, and all that. We could do it for y'all. The main thing though is at the moment, the officer to NCO ratio is not there. As only, I think if we had hard case having to watch over every one of y'all and keeping up with y'all, it'd be a headache just because of how much paperwork that is. Because even my officers say if they had to like do like more than they had already, it'd be a lot. We can implement that. Again, we can easily implement that. It wouldn't be that hard. It's very simple. But if you just see anybody that has like you see someone who has potential to be it, by all means, you can like kind of like don't favoritism again, but more like give your insight to them. Be like, hey, this guy has this. Maybe we could teach him a little bit and show him that or like see him as an NCO and all that. Guide them along the path to where they could be a potential candidate for y'all. But as for the mentorship program, again, I kind of want to wait until we have like a little bit more officers, like maybe 2 more officers, and then we could probably do a full on like something like that. Or again, your choices. If you guys think if you NCOs think of something else, throw it up in the NCO chat and then ping me, and I'll just be able to respond.
All right. Well, thank you, Biggie.
Alrighty. Next up is, let me make sure. Okay, Trusty. Following the question, are we allowed to pick anyone for exit? Or do good question. At least from what me and the High C would recommend is from NCO Plus, correct, guys? You get Term and Rough. Would you guys recommend only NCO Plus?
To be honest, I'd be very intrigued to hear any enlisted recommendations.
Alrighty. What about you, Term?
I can't read. My brain's kind of rotting right now. I'm trying to reread it.
Are they okay? Can they put an enlisted like name up in the vote, or do they need it? Or I guess it's an NCO Plus.
Give reasoning, like that. I guess if you want to throw like
you're gonna have to sell
a
us
brand
on
new private in, you better have like a 5-page essay with like nothing but good points, kind of deal. But yeah, if you want to throw up like a corporal or something, then you can.
Okay. Oh yeah, but you are also a cadet in RC Psycho, which also does prove that you do have. Yeah. I forgot about the stupid brain transfer thing. Yeah. I mean, again, so I actually, yeah, that actually reason. No, yeah, no. Then if you, so here's how it is. Everybody here, you guys can throw up any name, but of course, if you throw up a name, put the reasons why you want that person or individual as is. Like say, so and so does this and this, and all that. And even if they're lower ranks, even say what they did. Like it could be like, let's say, Private Monkey Steve. Let's say he made it to RC, full RC, and he's our cert training and all that. That's a good. That would show us, hey, he did something good enough to where he passed RC, which is already difficult. RC in general is a pretty good hard. Art 2, or maybe and fucking other stuff. I know, no, it was an example. I know Monkey Steve's in shock, but I'm saying like someone like who's low ranked. Yeah, no.
No.
But
I don't know. I'm looking at the out of date roster. I see Monkey Steve as a corporal.
That's
again.
true.
I would say, wait, did you guys not have access as NCOs?
We get to see it, but we don't get to touch it.
Yeah,
We
just
can't
to see
touch
it.
Oh,
I kind of hinted to wanting to be allowed to do it to Rex and NCO chat if you scroll far enough. But every time he's like, "No, it's senior NCO. You can't touch it. Me. I don't trust
Again,
you."
Yeah,
And
Rex
it's like,
had
bruh.
issues with lower NCOs actually doing stuff. It's weird.
weird, yeah. Something you don't want to
I
limit.
mean, I guess even in Navy, it's officers only, but we always.
But you guys have
it's up to
enough
date.
officers, and you guys have people that do it.
I think
It's mostly me or Moog.
I would say
Yeah,
it comes down to the leadership and how they did it enough. So that's why Naval can do it, because Term and Moog are usually on it like the day of something happening. While 501st, it seems like this shit is beyond outdated. Like what, Monkey Steve's still on here? They got. I've seen names on here of people who have not been on the server for like ages. So it just shows that. Let's see. Fuck.
Same.
Let me look. You are first sergeant, so that they kept you updated.
They didn't update me.
Yeah.
They didn't keep someone like
I will
Charles.
say it was mostly updated until Gumbek went on LOA. Well, that was like 7 months. It is what it is. But
Yeah, but you shouldn't need to bug them all the time. You should bug them a few times, but it shouldn't be like, "Hey, I need you to do this. Hey, I need you to do this." It's just like, well, why the fuck do I
Again,
ask people?
Yeah. Trust me, it will be a change where there will be more people that are going to be able to update the paperwork, and the paperwork will be modern, so that you don't worry about this stuff.
Again, Again,
I'm going to bang my head into a brick.
Again,
One
this whole
singular
time,
brick.
once we get, again, you're not going to be alone. You have us available, and I also do have this doc was originally made by Roden Koala from my officer floor. We are at a point in Shock where we'll get us are autonomous enough so where we can help a little bit for y'all. So if you ever need doc work help or questions, again, ask us, and then I'll ask my boys, and then we can easily get something cooked up real quick like this. Something simple and easy that you guys can look at, see what each thing does, and know what to do. But yes. Not bones. We're giving you guys actual we're giving you the construction. We're giving you guys the rough. We're giving you the blueprints, but you guys are getting the final build, and you guys are doing the final build and all that to make sure you guys get it how you like it. So yeah, nothing is ever going to be fully to what our standards are. Of course, I like how the doc is only because very simple and easy. That's why I like simple doc. The other doc you guys had was very unique. But other than that, yes. Back to the original question, which was rank. Yeah, you can throw any name. Just put it if just really convince us on why they should do it. Again, there are a lot of people in here who are had to sadly demote rank because of rank transfers and all that. But if you think let's say a private's out there doing crazy stuff, or like you, Trusty, for example, how you're a private and you're doing the RC cadet cycle, which is really impressive because at least to my knowledge, it's very hard for lower ranks and most bats to get through the ice, just do the RC cycle. And then if you get full on RC, that would be a big ups. But yeah, again, you guys can throw any name, just validate on why it should be done. NCOs plus usually are going to be easier for us to not see why they need to be promoted or be it, and then privates validation. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
We'll look
next.
into the rank transfer stuff. We'll look into updating that.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one was made by. Wasn't it made by them?
Yes,
Yeah, it was.
The
It's
full
very
system
hard.
was made by them. In
Another
my
one?
opinion, it should have been the way it was in Shock.
I
I demoted you one rank at most.
Okay, we'll fix. Okay, that's another
It'll
one. I'll
most
bring
likely return to a battalion specific.
We'll do it again
case by case instead of a universal type deal.
for that one.
There might be baselines still, but
It'll
still be
does
up to
sound like a good
discretion.
idea to remove it for 501st at the moment.
That's.
Just 'cause...
I was about to say. I think for 501st for here on out, guys. If you have any of your other people from other other bats who do want to help you, notify them that I think 3 of us are here out of the HC. I don't think Archangel would care as they are. Yeah, so we're gonna say this now. Rank transfer will be allowed into 501st. No rank demotion. They will stay the same rank to be able to help you. Of course, if they're an officer and above or certain ranks that are higher than a lot of you, we will keep an eye on them and tell them, hey, you're joining to help them. Don't put your foot on their throat.
Don't go stepping on no toes.
This is their bad in the end of the day. So again, and the only one, yeah. And again,
and with this, Biggie, I know this is really spontaneous, but I think if Trusty here has made it to corporal twice, I think it's not a bad idea to just rank jump him to sergeant at the moment. So they can do NCO stuff.
I was gonna say we can do all this. Oh god, yeah. Again, a lot of you guys have not been promoted in forever. I can we're gonna take care of that. For those who we think would just benefit us and just be better at the next rank that we get, we're gonna talk it over amongst IHC will look at the ones who we think should be at the next rank, and possibly just rank or do a mass rank promo where everybody goes up a rank or something like that. Again, we'll talk about it. But yeah, again, we'll take care of that about the ranks and rank transfer and all that. Yeah. I think what rules were they? The ones where you guys were not allowed to touch it?
No. So Biggie, they have the same paperwork that they're using the universal paperwork. They're asking if that's.
Oh, you mean
the new one, not the
the promo? The promo requirements shit.
I posted the promo requirements in the NCO chat. I think they're good. I think we should just keep those around for now.
We're going with the new ones, not the ones that
Yeah.
have 100
you guys have the old one still. Oh shit.
No, I put in the new one in the chat.
Oh, I didn't pin it then. Yeah, let me first delete Archangel Zone. I'm gonna pin an NCO chat too for y'all. So this is where you guys have easy access to it. All right, it's pinned, so now you guys have access to that. And then I'll copy it too. No, that was a good thing, yeah, because I know some people are still thinking over. I can understand how so many of you guys would be like, are we on the old one still, or new players would join? Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, again, no, returning players, new players, all that stuff. But yeah, no, we're just that. Yeah, no, it's based on the new stuff. Nothing, no old stuff. It's based on what everything you see is going to be based on whatever HC currently is making. Right now, yes. Because of how the file first is right now, we are making all the old stuff count. So if you have, let's say, already reached the requirement of something, if you can for us, because I don't know, I want to say a lot of you guys have already reached the requirement really fastly. I can't really know because I haven't really looked through all your stuff. I don't want to because that's a lot of work. But if you guys can, if you know how much logs and all that you had, for those who are NCOs plus, put it in.
First NCO.
Yeah, put in 501st NCO what your what your rank is, and then what logs you have done, and then see if they match up with the ones that are required for you to be promoted. So that way, once we look through it and see, oh, this person did everything they need to, and this person did everything they need to, we can just rank promo all of you guys, and then just do everything, get all the lower ranks to higher ranks, and get the higher ranks to lower ranks. Yeah, just do this. Yeah.
Yeah, I know private.
You're actually being demoted back to private. Congratulations.
There you go. There you go. New requirements are in there. Then next up is Kareem.
Hello. Is there any talking points we have for the meeting other than specifically this? Is there anything else big that we're going to go over in this meeting?
At this point, I believe we talked about your CO and XO. You guys just gotta vote on send me the stuff who you want to see as those stuff. We talked about doc work. It's just gonna be between y'all and a bunch of other helpers that we can. Recruitment, talked about that. Activity, simple as that. I'm just gonna do the at 501st. Show me update your so I can fix the roster. I think we hit most of the main points. Promotions and all that. We're gonna do it in the coming days. Help from us. I can't think of anything else. No, you're good. You're good. But other than that, this is the last chance, or not the last. Of course, not the last final chance. This is at least the last chance in this meeting to ask any more questions, concerns, all that stuff. Again, we hopefully answered a good amount of your questions, frustrations, concerns, and all that. The main thing is we're going to tell you now: do not think all this is going to be all on you. No, we are not throwing everything on you guys. This is HC helping. This is all of you guys helping, and then of course, we have officers who would like to help too, because guess what? Officers, that's what makes an officer. Someone who wants to help out other bats, because they can see, especially if their bat's doing good already. I already have some of my guys who are like, yeah, we want to help them because, it's file first. And most of the people in here, again, we want to help a community as a whole. So other than that, that's pretty much it.